which is the Finance Strategy, Capital Programme, Revenue Budget and Council Tax. This, of course, relates to the General Fund rather than housing. Councillors Price and Cunningham have asked if they could speak on this item, so if you two gentlemen would like to come forward and join us while I introduce the report. Obviously, the main element of debate will take place at the full council meeting, where we come to discuss these matters, as they are all recommendations to full council. So it looks firstly at the capital programme and its financing, and a very significant capital programme in there indeed. Looking at the revenue budget, the historic revenue budget for 2016-17. And looking at the figures involved with that, then looking forward to 2017-18 and setting another significantly reduced revenue budget, and our budget has dropped significantly, very significantly, as the years have gone by, as we found while being able to preserve our services, more and more savings. I think it's interesting to note, I did have it added into this report, how much of our overall spending, which is somewhere around £47 million a year, how much of that is actually council tax? Because of course many people say, oh, that's my council tax you're spending here or you're spending there. The figure is actually 13%. Just 13% of our gross expenditure in a year is raised now by council tax, meaning that the other 87% is raised through the council's other activities, and very significantly through fees and charges, of course also the ever dwindling amount of business rates that we're allowed to retain as a council, and our revenue support grant, of course, falling off a cliff and disappearing entirely over the next couple of years. But I think it's useful to set in perspective what a very small amount is actually raised in a borough like Fareham through council tax. Of course, council tax being at a very low level, and even after the £5 increase that we're looking at, we still will have, I'm reliably informed, almost the lowest council tax in the country for any district council. And of course, the £5 increase would be for a Band D property. Of course, most properties in Fareham are actually Band C, so we're looking at an increase in council tax of about a penny a day for the district level services. Of course, the same cannot be said of other council tax increases, precepts through the county council, which will be a very significant one this year at 5%. Also, the police will be going up by £5 as well, because that's already at a higher level than us. We've also got, we've talked previously about fees and charges at the last meeting, but we do have the revenue budget before us in draft this evening at Appendix A, and the various service budgets as well, which are there, and also showing on page 87 how the council tax will be made up, what the council tax base is, which is a little over 42,000 Band D equivalent properties which are in the borough, and the council tax that would be £150 per year for the borough services. So that's it in background. As I say, I'm sure we'll talk much more about this when we get to the next council meeting. So I think we're probably very much looking forward now to having a Liberal budget presented to us for comment. So start with Councillor Price and then Councillor Cunningham. It'll be the first time in 18 years we're about to get a budget proposal, because the last opposition budget proposal was made by me in 1999.
Mr. Chairman, before we go into what I wanted to say, can I just ask, and on the housing one which we just discussed, we had an amended paper, it was highlighted where the changes were. We have a highlighted paper for this item, which is page 84. Can you tell me where that's? I've not gone word for word what's been changed, so I'd be interested to see where the changes are.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Price. I'm going to let Mr. Waddell have that privilege, because it's his paper.